Yo, what in the world? Who am I even? You guys, I think this is my wake-up call. My car payment declined. I got a notification this morning and I was like, what? Like, you guys, fun fact, this is exactly the place I was in at this time last year. I don't know what it is about I do know what it is. Around the holidays, for whatever reason, I feel like Amazon got their Black Friday deals or whatever, and I feel like I'm just spending money and I just have not recovered. Like, this is a wake-up call. This is like back to that rock bottom place that I was in last year. Now, y'all, I have been doing every kind of thing. I've been spending, and I know exactly why. I know exactly why that payment declined. I know exactly why. I just have not been I haven't even opened my budget. I didn't even open it. If I wanted it, I bought it. If I wanted it, I bought it. That's how we was acting. That's what we was doing. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Y'all that have been here, you know I was on this financial journey. I had all these grandiose goals for this year. Yep. Nope. We're going to revisit those goals. We're going to revisit. And we're going to get our life together. We're going to get our life together so we can get back on track, you guys. This is 2025. I'm going to be 50 this year. I'm going to be 50 this year. And I'll be 50 on August 11th. I'm getting a students of the month. Okay. I need to get my life together. I cannot go into my 50th year of life living like I'm 20. Living like a 20-year-old with no responsibilities. No. So, if you remember from my last, so I have not made another video for the simple fact that I just have not been on track. And I'm like, but this is what the people need to see. This is what the people need to see. This is like, because I remember last year, somebody was like, oh, you need to like show your like failures and things like that. But at the time, I wasn't really failing. You know what I mean? Like I might buy something here and there, but for the most part, I was winning. I was winning. This year, I just never recovered from shopping over Christmas. And I got used to making all this extra money because I, had a student at extracurricular, all these after school activities and things like that. I got used to that. And so I'm not making that same money. Like, I mean, my paycheck is the same. Like my base paycheck is the same, but I'm not really making like extra money. I will, however, use the money that I did work wrestling and basketball, like winter sports. So when our basketball season is over, like both boys and girls, I'm gonna use that check to replenish my emergency fund. So y'all, like not only did that payment get declined, but I didn't even have the emergency funds to even cover it. I am right back where I started last year. Right back where I started. So if you remember, my goals were to pay off my car by March 28th. That is not going to happen. Today is February 19th. And it say I owe, but if that payment got declined, this is going to go back up. It say I owe $7,802.11, which is down from the $8,000. I think I owe, the last time I talked to you, I think it was $8,012 or something like that. But if the payment declined, then that's going to go back up. Back to $8,012 plus a little bit more because I have to pay it late now. Oh, you guys, I can't even believe it. I have not gotten a declined payment in a long time, unless it was like a Netflix or something. I went back, I got Netflix, I got my Prime Video, I got Peacock. I just went nuts, you guys. So I promptly made sure all those were canceled. So like at the end of the month, I think Netflix will be gone. I think mid-March, Peacock will be gone. Prime I already got rid of. I got to go back to the basics. I was doing so well. I need to go back to the basics. And so my goals were to pay off my car by March 28th. I do have a couple notes that I want to make sure I got in there. And then I was going to save $11,000 in my emergency fund. Well, all of this is changing. So I plan on paying off my car by the end of the year. I'm just going to give myself to the end of the year, take the pressure off. I'm going to give myself to the end of the year, and I'm going to save $5,000 in my emergency fund. So we are changing the goal: pay off car by the end of the year, save $5,000 in my emergency fund. So that means no vending machine for me, because I also wanted to like get my first vending machine at the end of the year. That costs like $5,000. I get my first vending machine in a secure location. That's not going to happen. And also, because it's my 50th year, like I want to do something like special for me. Like I know like it's social media aesthetics to like go to all these places, be flying across the country and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So this is what I did. This is where I failed. This is where I got too big for my britches. So what had happened was Friday. When did I get paid? I got paid around the 13th or something like that. But Saturday, which was the 15th, I was like, I'm going to pay my bills today. So this is what I did. So I paid my car note, and then I paid a couple other things. I have it right here. Let me just pull it up. What I thought I paid was my car note. Oh, that's not it. Let me find it. So I paid my tithe. I didn't do personal maintenance because I was spending money. I paid Planet Fitness $10, which is nice because February and around August or June is usually when I use Planet Fitness because it's either too hot or too cold to run outside. So February is here in Illinois and it's just too cold to run outside. It's in the negatives in the morning when I would want to go run, and so I run at the gym. So I pay $10 a month so that I can run in February and June. And then groceries, I put $100, so I spent that. Gas, $100. I still have like $90 left for gas. And then I bought this, y'all gonna be like, girl, I bought this, I subscribe to this, it's called Annie's Kit Club. So I get a crochet kit every month. And what it is like after all the kits, like, so each kit contains instructions to crochet 3 squares. So after all these kits, I think it's 11 kits, I have enough squares to make a blanket, and then it's gonna tell me how to make a blanket. Cause I just need something productive, but fun, but inexpensive to do. And it's only $30 a month. It is what it is. I can cancel it, but what I'm gonna do with some crochet squares? What I'm gonna do with 3 crochet squares? Nothing. So I might as well, I gotta finish. Y'all gonna be like, girl, I gotta finish. And so I've had to go back and reconfigure my budget, okay? So this is what happened. So when I was paying my bills, I neglected to remember that when I pay my car note, I always have to like give it a week. Because I felt like, this is what I felt like. I felt like when I pay it, like my bank deducts it, but don't necessarily give it to them. There are some checks and balances they got to do between the bank and the finance company, and then they'll send me a thing and say, oh, we got your payment, which I thought I got earlier. I got yesterday. So this morning, imagine my surprise when I got a notification saying that it was declined. I was like, so I went through my budget, and I know what I didn't do. So when I opened my bank account and I was like, oh, let me deduct all my expenses, but I didn't deduct the car payment because I just presumed that the car payment had come out. because that's what I thought usually happens. But maybe I just wasn't paying attention because I didn't have to, because I was so following my budget super close. I got my grocery money, I got my gas money, and I was doing all the cash envelopes and things like that. Well, I haven't even gotten back to doing that. I said I was going to get back to it, and I just have been lazy. I have been sidelined with other personal issues that I'm only putting my own self through, honey. Nobody fault but my own. And I just hadn't gotten back to it. Well, now I've got my wake-up call. I got to get back to it. I'm going into my 50th year of life, and I want to not be a wreck. That's all. I don't need to be grand. I just need to not be a wreck. Okay? That's all. That's what I'm aiming for. I need to go to church. I need to pay my tithe. I need to serve the 2-year-olds and do that's all. That's all I need to do. My only goal is making sure I go to heaven. That's it. That's it. That's our goals for 2025. That's our goals for 2025. That's the goal. To get my life right with God. And pay these bills. And part of that, the Bible say, obey the close of the land, honey. So let me pay these bills is what I need to do. And yeah, so I've had to go back and reconfigure my February budget. The next check I get is the end of February. So I'll get paid next Wednesday. And so I had to put it on my thing to put in but I have to see what it looks like in a couple days. Because right now it says my next car payment is not due until March 13th. Somehow, yeah, it's going to go back. I'm going to owe more money. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to end up paying the 28th, and I'm going to end up paying on the 15th because, yeah. So anyhow, so everything that's coming out of my check next month or next paycheck will be my car insurance. That's $122. Rent, which is $500. Let me make that. And I haven't worked any extra. I did, but I didn't I did not invoice for it because, so we're supposed to be at work at 7:37 in the morning. Most of the time I get here just before 8 o'clock. And so I feel like I'm not gonna rob the company. I'm not going to take advantage is what, I don't want to take advantage. I don't want to come in late and then I'm charging you because I work an hour or a half hour extra. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. And so it's just really like last Tuesday I worked 30 minutes after work, and then we had a meeting and it was an hour, and I'm not going to do that because I know that I come in and she don't say nothing to me. I don't get reprimanded for it. She doesn't micromanage us, but just to have a little bit of integrity. If I'm not going to get here on time, then I can at least not charge them for me working extra, because it's not really extra if I'm coming in late anyway. You know what I mean? Late. The classes start at 8, and so I'm usually here by that time, and then we still get an extra few minutes because my first class every day is PE, and so the kids have to come in and get dressed, and so it's at least 10 minutes after the bell before the teachers even take attendance and all that stuff. So, but I just need to get it together. I know I do. It starts today. So I made sure I canceled Netflix. I canceled Peacock. Prime was canceled a long time ago, so I don't have to worry about that. But just making sure, I did not cancel. Oops, somebody at the door. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I just had a student come in. She needed a battery for her hearing aid. So since I'm in the speech classroom, this is where they do girls group, boys group, speech services, social work services, things like that. And I had to turn y'all the other way because up on this wall, because we used to have the kids' pictures on that wall, but we had a Super Bowl party. Well, it was a Super Bowl themed party. So those are part of the decorations we left up, but then we moved all those kids' pictures and put them right here on this wall with all their Student of the Month certificates, high honor roll certificates, their names and pictures are up here, so I can't turn y'all that way. So anyway, this is what really happened. This is where I thought I had enough money in my account to do some things. So this is where I got off. So because it's my 50th year, I wanted to treat myself in some way. I wanted to treat myself doing something. And so for me to do it, I'm like, I have to plan it. It has to be something planned. It has to be something on the books, or I'm going to get down to it and not do it. So back in 2017 I think it was 2017 or whatever, I ran the Chicago Marathon for the first time. And I ran the Chicago Marathon for the first time, and I enjoyed it. And I didn't enjoy the running part. I just enjoyed like the group runs on the weekends. I remember signing up for a marathon training program. And so with the marathon training program, it cost like $200 and something. Let me look, y'all, because I'm sure it went up this time. So it cost over $200, like $230 or something like that, because I wanted to run the Chicago Marathon. I just thought it would be fun. I wanted to do exercise. I wanted to exercise. I wanted an alternative way to exercise. And so I picked up running. And by running, I mean like jogging leisurely with some intermittent walking. Okay, let's be clear. So I signed up for this marathon training program, and so the schedule as such was like they gave you like what to do on your own during the week, and then on Saturdays we all met for a group run. So they had like different paces, like if you were fast, like, and they went back until you slow, like all the way to like a run walk pace. And so I signed up for that, and I only did the group runs. I didn't run a stitch in between. Like during the week, I didn't run one single stitch. And it was fun. And we all went to the marathon. One of the guys who, he owns a running store, he like got a bus for us so that we can go to the marathon together and all the things, you know. And I really had a great time doing that. And I think I did that twice, but I only ran the marathon one time. And I think the second time I signed up for marathon training, I think I got injured, but I did all the way up to the part where they did the 20-mile run. So I did most of it. I did everything except run the marathon. And that was like, I think I did, so the 2017 one was pre-COVID, and then I did another one after COVID, maybe like 2021 or something like that, but I did not run a marathon, I just did the training. And so this year, and then last year, I didn't do the training or anything. For the last 2 years, I didn't do the training, and I really miss it. I miss the training. I miss, like for me, working out is fun if I have a goal to accomplish. And so I was like, it's my 50th year. I'm going to treat myself. And so this is where I thought I had money, but the car payment had not come out yet. So I thought I had like $390. That's what I thought I had left over. And so I spent $242 to sign up for marathon training. And I don't want to refund it. I'm not going to refund it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because I know that in my next paycheck, I can catch up with my car payment. So I'm not worried about it. So it starts June 9th. They do like a pre-training like program to like get you ready to start marathon training. And that starts in April. And that's just like what you do on your own at home and stuff. And then June 9th is when like that, the week of June 9th is when the group runs start, like that on those Saturdays. And so I'm going to do that. And so that starts April. And then the outdoor training starts, or like the group training starts June 9th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October, like that second Sunday in October. Let me see. But I am not running the Chicago Marathon because the Chicago Marathon is, I did it once and I'm okay. The Chicago Marathon is October 12th, right? Yeah, that's Sunday, October 12th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 17th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 19th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 20th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 21st. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 22nd. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 23rd. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 24th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 25th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 26th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 27th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 28th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 29th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 30th. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 31st. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 32nd. And then the Chicago Marathon is October 33rd. And then the Chicago Marathon is And I didn't want to do the Chicago Marathon because the Chicago Marathon, the way you run the Chicago Marathon is you either have to get in by lottery, which means you can register for the Chicago Marathon and then they pick you or they don't pick you, and they will notify you and say, hey, you're in, or hey, you're not in, but you can run by charity, which means you have to raise money. And I don't want to do that. So I just don't have the prowess to like ask people for money. Like that's never been a strength of mine. And so, I mean, I'm sure I could get money some kind of way, but I don't need to run the Chicago Marathon. I did it, been there, done that. And so I want to do something a little more outside of my comfort zone. And so I'm going to do the marathon training, but I signed up to run. Did I tell you how much it cost? $242.66. And so the same day that I was paying all my bills, I then was like, I need to run something. Like, I don't want to just do marathon training. I need to train for a thing. And so October 5th is the lake. Let me see, where is it? Hopefully I signed up for it in the same email address. Yes, the Milwaukee Lakefront Marathon, but it also has a half marathon. And so that's what I signed up for, the Milwaukee Lakefront half marathon. And that was $116.40. And so it is in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is outside of Illinois. So I'm going to plan to make a weekend out of it. That's going to be like my birthday treat to myself. Because for my birthday is always the first day of school. It's always around the first day of school. And sure enough, the freshmen come on August 8th. The rest of the school comes on August 11th, which is my birthday. And so around that time, like starting the week, matter of fact, 2 weeks before that, I come back to work because we have marching band. And then you have that first week of like orientations and all that stuff. And then the students start coming back. And so that's not a good time for me to like try to run anything. And so I like pushed it out a little. The semester will be underway. And I'm going to go ahead and go to Milwaukee and do my half marathon. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And I feel bad that I've put myself back in this situation, but it was not on purpose. It was not because I'm like, I'm not gonna, whatever. I was being indignant or anything. I just really miscalculated. I just did not think about that payment, like not having deducted already. And so I'm gonna do that. And then as also something for myself, like I had a other YouTube channel called Joy Runs a Marathon, and I was thinking about reviving that channel, but I'll probably just start a new channel, and that's where my vlogs will live. I think I'm gonna do, as soon as I think of a good name. I don't have a good name for it yet, so like I thought Joy Runs a Marathon was like a good title, like a good algorithmic title, like it talked about a marathon, but maybe I need to put running in the title or something like that, or novice runner or something. I don't know. I need to do something so that the algorithm can pick up on like that it's a fitness or running or something like that. So I've been like researching, but I thought about just using my name so then I could just talk about whatever I want, but I don't know how the algorithm like picks that up. Like, I don't know. But it could be whatever, right? I did Miss Financially Fit Babe. Like, that ain't algorithmic. That's just something I thought of. So I might start a new channel, like documenting this running journey. I have a 10K race on May 3rd. And 10K is 6.2 miles. So I'm right now in the second week of training for that. So yeah, I needed to just get back on I needed to like get back to who I was. I think, I don't know if I got burnt out from setting goals and, things like that. I don't know what it was, but I needed to get back to it. So, what is this? So yeah, so that's my update. That's why my car payment got declined. And yeah, so I do feel bad about it, but I just need to get I haven't been going to church. Like, I've been going to church when it's my turn to work with the 2-year-olds, but I hadn't really been going. So I just need to, I don't know, after the holidays, I don't know what it is. I feel like going into the holidays, like I start like in November planning for January. Like, so the things that I want to be able to do in January, I start those habits in November. But then for whatever reason, once January comes, I just crash and I do none of it. I like might start strong and then it's just like, I don't know what happened. So again, this like February seems to be my, like February going into March seems to be my sweet spot of like getting on track, because it hasn't been January for the past few years. Like I feel like I lead up to January well, but then in January I feel like I don't do anything. Like I just fall off. So now I'm back to it. And so yeah, I just want to give y'all that update because I know I haven't been back, but that's why I haven't been back, because I have not gotten my life together. And y'all don't just want to see everything put together. So here we are. So yeah, so I'll let you guys know if I start the new channel or when I start it or whatever. I got to have time to do it. So in addition to, I still want to get back on track with these videos. That's what I need to do first, probably, is get back on track with these videos, at least 2 a week. Because I did have a vlog in there, but you guys aren't here to me vlog about running or whatever. It's about like the finances. So if I do a vlog about finances, it'll be here. But if I do a vlog about running, it'll be somewhere else. So yeah, so that's what it is. So I got to go back and I still got to respond to comments. Somebody, oh, okay. One of the interpreters telling me I might have to do a class by myself because, he is interpreting for like testing, which is fine. So so yeah, so that's what's been up, that's what's been going on. I got to go back and still respond to y'all comments. I see them, but I'll be like, I ain't got nothing to say. I don't have nothing to say. But if you have questions, let me know. I promise I will answer. And I'm definitely going to try to get back on track. Today is Wednesday. Hopefully my next video will be on Sunday. Yeah, so that's all. So I'll see y'all next time.